So we have three very interesting IoT products here today in the studio, and they are from this company called VIOMI. Now, when you hear the term Mi, well, your assumptions are right because this company is basically under Xiaomi's ecosystem of companies. So Xiaomi has basically invested in a couple of companies that make IoT products and some of the products, which is why you will actually find some of these products pretty familiar at part of Xiaomi's smart home products, right? So these three products right here are sent by VIOMI Malaysia, so they have officially entered the Malaysian market, and these are three of their highlight products that they're selling right here in Malaysia. So I'm just going to check them out and tell my thoughts about it because they are actually very, very interesting products, which we will also do a review of each of these products on the channel really soon, and let's check them out right now. Now, to be honest, I'm super hyped to have received these three products from VIOMI because they are one of the largest smart IoT companies in China that's gotten themselves listed on the US Nasdaq exchange. It's actually no easy job to get listed on the Nasdaq exchange, and they definitely did it. So they are definitely a reputable company, I trust, that manufactures great 5G IoT products. Now, the first product that we are going to check out right here is the VIOMI Smart Kettle. Now, as you can see, this is a very high quality product from VIOMI that actually looks very premium. It has this matte paint job right over here that I really like it a lot. And right on the side of the handle here, you get a button for opening up the lid. And right inside here, it can store up to 1.5 liters of hot and warm water. Now, when I mention warm water, there is one thing that is smart about this kettle right here. Because this kettle is actually a Bluetooth enabled kettle. You can actually control the temperature through the app, which is super useful if you want to make hot beverages and keep the water warm. And there's even two buttons right here for you to press whether you want to keep it warm or you want to reboil the water again to its boiling temperature. Now, this is something that I've been using personally for about a week already, and I find it super convenient whenever I want to make tea and I want instant hot water. This thing boils up really, really fast. But still, I'm going to do a full review, a dedicated video for it to tell you guys on how it works and, conclude my thoughts about this. So the second product that we are going to check out is the VIOMI Alpha 2 Pro robot vacuum with its auto empty station. Now look at this really nice, compact yet premium empty station. It is one of the most compact stations that I have seen in the market, and as a reference, if you look at the Smart Kettle here, it is actually not much taller from the Smart Kettle that has a 1.5 liter capacity. Now, don't look down on the size though. It has in fact a very big dustbin here. Now look at this dust bag. It is in fact one of the largest that I've seen in the market, so it can definitely empty a lot of dust in this before you replace this dust bag. And VIOMI is really kind of provided a few extra dust bags inside the box, so you don't really need to go rushing buying some extras because this can definitely last you for a while. Now let's check out the vacuum right now. Look at this. It's such a slim robot vacuum. In fact, it is one of the slimmest in the market. So if you in fact have some really tight spaces such as a really low angle sofa and you want your robot vacuum to go underneath it, this will definitely do it. So what's really special about the Alpha 2 Pro robot is that it uses 4 laser sensors to detect obstacles. There's 2 right here on this dome, and there's the other 2 on the front here to actually help you avoid obstacles as well as mapping out your room. Now, if you look around the vacuum, it has a very, very clean design, and there isn't even a lid for it to open up to access the dustbin of the robot. That's because it is all hidden right at this thing here, this module here. Now, this also has a mopping function, so the water tank is right around here. This is where you fill up the water. So you open up this rubber grommet just like any other robot vacuums and you refill water inside here. So the water tank is actually quite big at 320 milliliters, which should actually last well for a cleaning session. And VIOMI claims that this robot can go up to a maximum space of 420 square meters per single charge, which is actually very, very impressive. And in terms of its dustbin, this is where it is. So it also comes with a HEPA filter right over here, and this is where dust is actually stored. And you can see that there's another outlet here. There's another gap over here that actually helps to release all the dust into this dust station. So it is one of the most innovative dustbin designs that I have seen on a robot vacuum, and I definitely can't wait to try this out on my own. Finally, let's talk about the VIOMI Smart Air Purifier Pro. Now, being a pro device, this is actually a pretty pro air purifier because most air purifiers of this size only features 3 steps of air purification. But this one goes the further mile by including UV light. So that makes it 4 layers of filtration, which is actually pretty interesting. And VIOMI even claims on its website that the UV light can actually help to kill mosquitoes, which I'm not sure how effective is that because I do not really have a mosquito problem in my room. But nonetheless, if those people who appreciate some sanitization in their room, this air purifier definitely does it really well with that UV light here. And you can basically just turn it off or on depending whether you like it or not with this switch right over here, which is actually very interesting. And the filter here is actually pretty big. Let me just show you guys in a bit. So you basically remove this panel just like any other air purifiers out there. So it actually has a chime here to notify you that the air purifier's case is actually open. And this is how big the barrel filter is. Look at this. It's a really big 3-stage HEPA filter that you're seeing right here, and it covers up to 60 square meters according to VIOMI. So yeah, this is definitely a powerful air purifier that you can have if your room is really, really big. So let's just put it back, and we're just going to close it just like this. And we are done. And look at this. There's the UV light. Another thing that I really like about the VIOMI Smart Air Purifier Pro is this big round display here. It shows really big text telling you the air quality inside the room. It even has TVOC to tell the odor level, is it fresh or not. And it even has a few buttons here, which are capacitive buttons, by the way, for to press. So it's not like buttons that's right over here, which can make it really difficult to control. But unfortunately, it still doesn't come with a remote control. So if you want to control it remotely, so the only way to do it is to use the Mijia app or the Mi Home app in your phone. All right, so there are a few features here. This is to turn on and off the UV light on the back here, or you can just simply use the on-off switch if you want to on the back, and you can switch between the fan modes. This is sleep, this is the maximum air. And you know what, even though it is now spinning at its maximum level, to be honest, I do not feel that it is very, very loud. It's not to say that it's super quiet, but you know, it's not scarily loud like the first generation of Xiaomi air purifiers, right? So it's just set to automatic, and it's going to be really, really quiet. So basically can't really hear a bit of noise when it's on auto mode and if your air is really clean. So I think that's really good for such a big air purifier. And last but not least, this is the Wi-Fi button that you got to press when you first set it up for the first time. You can just press this to reset the Wi-Fi if you want to, if you switch to different places. So there's no need to open any panels or press any small buttons to reset the Wi-Fi if you want to set it up at a new place. Alright, so that's a quick overview on these 3 VIOMI Smart IoT products. I'm very, very excited to have received them. A big shout out to VIOMI Malaysia for sending this over for our evaluation, which I will be sharing my thoughts on these 3 products in the coming weeks. So definitely stay tuned to the channel, and if you're interested in getting one of these products, you can definitely hit to the links down below to VIOMI's official store in Malaysia to purchase one of these products if you're interested to do so. Right, so that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming right on the channel, especially on the reviews of these products here and some other smart home products that we already have checked out in the channel. So subscribe to us and be sure to follow us on social media, and I'll see you guys in our next one.